Okay, I am going to. This is the just first by start. I can't even talk. This is a very difficult time for me, and um, what Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2 days, and I guess recovery or healing after losing my son, and the entire time that he was with me, I was just like gone off everything, gone off the social media, gone off of Facebook, maybe here and there, but not like I'm typically on there, and Instagram, no posts, Snapchat, no stories, no anything. It's hard for me to even look at myself and talk about this, but a lot of people were still subscribing to my channel, and I want to say, I want to tell you guys thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and supporting me, even though I haven't posted a video in like 3 months. I did try to post something like, oh gosh, my stomach is hurting. I have a heating pad on my stomach right now, it's cramping. But I tried to post some stuff because I wasn't ready to share with the world about my son, but it was just something I kind of wanted to go through alone and just think back, like, why did I want to go through it alone? Like, did I know something was going to go wrong? I can't tell you now, just thinking and thought now, like, why didn't I tell you guys? But I wasn't ready to tell anyone. I wasn't ready to deal with it. And I kind of just was dealing with it on my own, the pregnancy. And I didn't even tell my family. I didn't tell my kids. I didn't tell anybody. And at my 12 week ultrasound testing was the first time that I no, actually before then, when I was 2 months, I did tell my grandmother. She was the only one that knew. And then at my 12 weeks, when I was getting my ultrasound done, so excited and just like happy to see. Didn't know what he was then, and just was just excited. Like I finally get to see him. I know he's a boy, so I keep saying him, but then I didn't know. And went to the ultrasound, and they're doing it, and he was just moving all over. I had some coffee before I went, and I was just thinking, like, man, I got a really active baby, whatever it is. He was just like moving all over. And I have a little bit of the footage I did record. Of course, I did record. Even though they say you're not supposed to, it was like, you better make sure you record this. And right after that, then another doctor came in and they told me that something was wrong with him. And it was really, really, really like just like a blank look on my face. Like I couldn't even process what they were saying. It's just like I'm just holding it all in. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, you got messed up. Like, what? This is impossible. Like, I have 3 children, and there's nothing wrong with them. What are you talking about? And so he says that the back of his neck was like protruding out, and they thought that he may have um, either Down syndrome or birth defects. And I couldn't understand it. I didn't even see what they were talking about. But now, looking back at the video, I can see what they were talking about. And I was devastated. Devastated. And the first thing they said to me was like, terminating my pregnancy. And I'm just like, what? Like, I'm coming thinking it's about to be like a wonderful day. Things about to be perfect. Like, oh, I'm going to get to see him. And then they're telling me that this pregnancy isn't safe, that I could miscarriage, that he's not going to make it to 20 weeks. And just like, I just couldn't even process it. I'm still just like blank look on my face. Like I'm not even, I'm not even like process. I'm just like in shock. So then the more that excuse me, the more that they started talking about my options and stuff, I started getting scared. I didn't know what to do. Then that's when I called my mom and I told her because I was scared to death. Like, what do I do? And from there, I told my mom, and then my mom told my sister, my brother. Then I told my dad, and then my family found out. So they told me that they wanted to do a test, and I was kind of skeptical about getting the test done. But at the moment, I didn't know what to do, so I just said, "Okay, yeah." And I got the test, the schedule for the next day. Everyone in my family told me not to get it. Don't do the testing. My sister said they just told me the same thing about my baby. My niece is born and she has an ectopic lung, but they thought she had Down syndrome and that she was going to have a lot of birth defects, and she didn't have it. So my sister was, feeling like, hey, this is because you got Medicaid or something. Like, this is just too much of a coincidence. Like, both of us and my sisters had like two back to back, and they told her that with both her pregnancies and nothing was wrong with either one of the children, and they both made it. And the pregnancy before that, she has 4. They told her that the baby wasn't gonna make it, and that's the niece that looks exactly like me. And so it was just like I felt like I couldn't believe the doctors, like I couldn't trust them. And it was a slight chance that getting the test done could cause a miscarriage. So I was scared, but then they said, well, you're not at any more risk than you're already at with having a miscarriage than you would be with us doing the testing. And so I was just like, I just made the appointment, came home, decided my family said not to go. And everyone that was supporting me in the decision said, don't go. And then at the last minute, I said, well, the baby does have a heart condition. They made me think that the doctors that I need wouldn't be there during delivery, so, unless they knew ahead of time. But my sister said that her baby did have something wrong, an ectopic lung, and she said she just went to where the doctors were. Like, she went to the hospital where the special heart doctor was, or the specialists were. And I could have done that, but I just went on ahead and got the test because I'm like, well, at least we'll know what we're up against, and we can go ahead and follow through. So I got the test done, came back, the baby had. First test I got done was the one that told me the gender, and that it was likely that he had Down syndrome. They told me it was a boy. And then the next week, I got the second test results. They told me that he had Down syndrome and that he had some heart valve or something like not a murmur. Because I was like, "What? I had a hole in my heart when I was a baby. That's fine. Like it healed on its own." They were just like, "No, this is much more significant. Like this is more than just the murmur." So I just prayed. I walked around with the prayer cloth on my stomach that my mom sent me a while ago. Put blessed oil on my stomach and just ask God to heal him. Like, Lord, please heal him. This is before I got the final test results, which is praying for him. And pregnancy, a lot of emotions come, period. And that's part of the reason why I was gone, because the whole pregnancy was hard. Before I found out anything, I was really, really sick. But not to get too much off subject, I was just really like praying for him and believing. My family was just like, we're not going to believe what them doctors say. And I don't even want to go much more into the story because it's making me really emotional, and I hate getting emotional around people. But he's not with me anymore. And he will always be loved. And I just hope that he's over. He's up in heaven, like watching over us, and knows that I loved him so much. I prayed for him. I wanted a son, like, and I got what I wanted. I wanted a boy. My son wanted a boy. And just knowing that he would have to live here and suffer in the world that we live in. I have 3 normal children, perfectly, nothing wrong with them. Besides, one of them talks too much or one moves too much, can't be still, but they get picked on in school. And I didn't want this for this child. I didn't want him to suffer. I didn't want him to not be able to go outside without me and to always have to depend on me, like wouldn't really be able to enjoy life. And just watching him suffer, I just felt like it was too much for me. It was too big for me. And I did some reading, not as much because I just felt like I knew what God was going to say to me. But I felt like my faith was not strong enough for me to believe he could be healed. I was too broken through the whole pregnancy, and I just felt like if it's got to be off of my strength, I don't have any. I put all my strength into that prayer before the final results came and all my hope. And I just was like, I'm not strong enough. I just felt like I wasn't strong enough. There's a lot more that I don't want to talk about because even though I felt that I was not strong enough to do it, to be the mother, to be strong enough to watch him suffer, I backed out. It just said, you know what? There's got to be another way around it. I even asked, like, it was just so much more that I was just trying to see what other options I had. Like, the only peace, the only peace that I have now is that I know he's in heaven. But just the empty feeling in my stomach, and just today my stomach has went down. Like my stomach was still looking like it was there, and he's not. You know, it's really clear to me that he's not, because my stomach is like, I'll show you. My stomach, well, kind of still looks big, but it was way bigger. It's like flattened out a lot. And it's hurting right now, so I have this heating pad on here. You okay? Your stomach hurt? But this is something I really don't want to talk about. But a lot of people said that I shouldn't bottle it up. And the type of Virgo I am, we hold a lot of stuff inside, and we don't share when we're going through something. And we'll just, when I'm going through something, I just disappear. When you don't see me, it's because I'm going through something. Then I get away from people. I get out of the public eye. I didn't post anything on my Facebook page or anything. Like, I didn't want to hear anybody's opinion or anybody, oh, I just couldn't. I just felt like I need to go through it by myself. But today is December 2nd, and I'm 2 days without my son in my body. I felt like his hands and feet were perfect when I looked at them. They were like the perfect shape hand, like just even. Like the fingers were all like even, and his feet just were just like even. And I think he had my hands and feet because my grandma used to say it looked like somebody took your toes and just went chop, because they just was like even across. I felt like he had my hands and feet. But I just wanted to share with you guys what was going on and why I've been gone. The pregnancy was another thing is, before I even found out that I was even having that kind of pregnancy, I was really sick, and it was just from day one. It was just hard. It was just hard. First, they told me they couldn't find the baby. He wasn't where he was supposed to be. This is all before I knew it was a he, because I know it was a he. That's why I keep saying he. He had a name, but I'm not going to share his name. But before I knew where he was, they were telling me it was an ectopic pregnancy, and I already dealt with that, and I'm just like. But then they found him and said the baby's fine. He's implanted, or what they say he did. He's where he's supposed to be, and going on from there. And I was just sick, so sick, fainting, getting sent home from work, couldn't work. Just got behind on a lot of things because this pregnancy really was doing a number on me. And that's why I've been gone. But this video, it's already at 20 minutes, and it's a very touchy subject. And I'll insert a little bit of the footage of my ultrasound. And I just want to say thank you guys for sticking to me or sticking with me, and to my subscribers that were concerned, because I have some subscribers that probably don't even know that I exist. Probably was just like a sub for sub. But to the subscribers who actually sent me messages and DM'd me, I just want to talk about it and let you guys know what happened. And I'm just praying for a speedy recovery, and mentally and physically, like more mentally, just so I can get back to being the cheerful way to my person that you guys are familiar with. And I'll just in the video and just I'm just gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You do not have to share this video. I actually don't want you to share this video. You don't even have to like this video. There's nothing to like about this video. I just want to let you guys know what happened. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, I'm still here. Well, since I'm still here, you can see like the veins from the milk. Man, they could block my video. But I just thought about it. This is like a live stream. So I'm not going to be able to put clips. Like, I don't think I can. I'm not that savvy. So I'm just going to like show you some pictures of him. This is the part of his head that they were saying was abnormal. And here you can see it there. Like, you don't know what you're looking for, but the fact that it droops down like that, it was swollen. This was his legs. This is my baby. I've honestly been thinking about getting him like tattooed on my arm because I never want to forget him. I never probably will, but I just feel bad about the whole situation. This is where they told me he was a boy. He's a boy. And this was the last picture that I got of him. His head is down. And this was the last day that he was alive. Bye, guys.